sometimes when you create a slide in PowerPoint, it can have really a lot of pictures and detail on it, and sometimes that's really too much for the audience to see. So we use this animations feature at the top here to bring in things on the slide in a certain order to show people things step by step rather than the whole picture all at once. So the first thing you need to do is decide on the order of the slide, click on the first thing you want to come in, and then when you go up to the top to animations, you can see here we've got a whole choice of different ways that this can come into the screen. So I've chosen fly in, so that was my writing flew in there, and there's a little one which tells you it's going to come in first on the slide. Then I want the next piece of writing to come in, but it's just going to float in. So I've chosen float in for this one, and that's got a little 2 next to it there. And what you can do is, if you do want to change this, you think you've got your order wrong, over here up at the top right you've got move earlier and move later, so you can move things about, and you can also change the duration, how long it takes for something to come up on the screen. So I'm just going to work my way through around my photos, picking different effects so that when I show you it in a preview you can see what they would do. So I'm just picking some of these different ones. You wouldn't have so many different effects on one slide or even one whole PowerPoint because it doesn't really look very professional, but I'm just putting them all on here so that you can see what it's like. So if I go to slideshow and from current slide, what will always happen is it'll be a blank screen first with animation, so you need to not panic and remember to click the arrow key on your keyboard each time you want a new piece to come in. So the advantage of this is you can just do it step by step, and at each point you can talk about the thing that you've just brought in. So it means when your audience is watching, they're going through the PowerPoint step by step with you. Now on this second one, I've got a title here behind here that I want, and I want to give it a bit more emphasis. So I'm going to click on it and then up to animations, and this time I'm going to use these middle features here, emphasis. So it just means if there's something you want the audience to really put their eye to and really focus on, then you can kind of draw their eye in by making it move or do something. So that was a kind of a shrink one, whereas this is a kind of a wave effect. So I want to keep that one because I think that looks quite good with the landscape idea. And then this next bunch of text, I'm going to highlight that and see a spin effect, what it would look like. I want to have my photo come in and sit over the top of my writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a fade effect on it, but I want it to fade in really, really slowly so that when the audience is watching, they look for a really long time and they see the picture just grow in front of them. So if I make my way up to slideshow from current slide, you'll see it starts off with my writing, then I click my arrow key on the keyboard and my emphasis comes in. I click it again, my second emphasis, and then a slow fade moves in, and that's my photo now taking up the whole screen.